Jungkook stood beneath Wyan's balcony, his chest heavy as he looked up. The height was dangerous. His shoulders chopped, his foot burned, and the chain marks around his wrist screamed with every moment. But none of it mattered. He placed his hand on the pipe. One pull. Pain ripped through him. He almost slipped, but then her face flashed in his mind. So he climbed. His fingers trembled, blood simmering, the pipe's teeth clenched. Every inch felt like punishment, yet somehow he made it. Reaching the balcony, he leaned there, dizzy, breathless. Then, with shaky hands, he pushed the balcony door open and froze. There she was, Wyan, in her wedding gown. White gown, delicate embroidery, catching the dim light. Her hair was perfect, her face painfully distant like someone already have gone. She looked beautiful, too beautiful. Jungkook's eyes filled instantly. Tears slid down his bruised cheeks as his chest tightened, his heart breaking all over again. She was supposed to be his. He didn't speak. He stood there, watching her silently, and Wyan felt something. She slowly turned. Time stopped. Wyan saw him through the mirror. At first, she thought it was her mind playing tricks again, another illusion born from guilt and longing. But no, he was real, standing there, bruised, bleeding, smiling at her. Her body froze as her reflection stared back at his image. Then she turned, eyes glossed over, tears pooling. Jungkook. The name slipped out of her mouth. She stared at him for a few seconds. Too many, too dangerous. And then reality crashed in. Her eyes widened in horror as she looked around, panic flooding her veins. Jungkook, she hissed sharply, rushing towards him. What the hell are you doing here? Are you insane? My father will kill you if he sees you here. Her hands grabbed his arm, shaking, not in anger but fear. She didn't wait for an answer. She rushed to the balcony, shutting the doors, locking them. Then the windows, the curtains pulled tight, plugging the room into silence. She turned back to him. You should have never come, she whispered, voice breaking. She walked towards him, slowly. Her anger melted with every step. Her eyes traced his face, the swelling, the dried blood, the exhaustion. Then lower, her breath shuttered. Bruises, deep, dark marks on his arms, chain imprints wrapped cruelly around his wrist. Wounds she had never given him. Her hands trembled as she reached, fingers above his skin. What is this? She whispered. Her voice wasn't angry anymore. It was broken. Jungkook kept staring at her, as if she were not just a bride, but something unreal. A faint broken smile curved his lips. Then drugs were still in his system. Jungkook, she whispered, fear creeping in. She grabbed his shoulders and shook him gently, panic rising. Jungkook, look at me. His gaze finally cleared for a second. But then his body gave up. His knees buckled, and he collapsed. Wyan caught him just in time, dropping to the floor with him, arms wrapping around his trembling body. His weight pressed into her, weak, burning with fever. She cupped his face, tears spilling freely now. What happened to you? Who hurt you like this? And why are you here? His fingers searched for her hand, and he clutched it tightly as if letting go would end him. Don't marry Zed. He breathed, voice hoarse, broken. He's a monster, a real one. I never cheated on you, Wyan. Never. His grip tightened. Please believe me. Please love just once. Show trust in me. His words fell like thunder on her heart. Zed and Tina planned everything. Zed wants power, your father's position. He wants to control him through you. And Tina, she drugged me, tied me, did everything without my consent. He shook his head weakly. Wyan, please trust me. I didn't cheat. I didn't. Tears streamed freely down his face now. I loved you. I was faithful. Wyan's control finally broke. Her gaze dropped to his wrist, his ankles. Jungkook. She pulled him into her arms slowly, as if afraid he might vanish. He melted into her, clinging weakly. Her white wedding dress slowly turned red, soaked with his blood. She didn't care. She held him tighter, and then, knock, knock. The sound hit her like a gunshot. Wyan froze. Her head snapped towards the door, panic flooding her veins. Her heart pounded so hard it felt like it would burst. Jungkook, wake up, please, she whispered urgently, shaking him. Another knock, louder. You have to hide, you have to. Please, Jungkook, open your eyes. Fear wrapped around her as she held him. If they were found like this, everything would be over. Jungkook was barely conscious, breaths shallow. He had no strength left. Not to stand, not to speak. Jungkook, I'm sorry, Wyan whispered through sobs. With trembling hands, she somehow dragged him, inch by inch, and pushed him under the bed, hiding his limp body. His blood seamed the floor, her hands, her dress, but she didn't notice. Knock. Her heart jumped into her throat. She rushed to the door and opened it, forgetting completely about the blood staining her wedding gown. Her father stood there. There was a smile on his face, calm, controlled. But the moment his eyes fell on her, the blood, the smile vanished. It twisted into a dark, furious frown. Wyan, he said coldly. Before she could speak, he pushed her aside and stepped into the room. Dad, please, she tried. He ignored her. His sharp eyes scanned the room, the closed curtains, the disturbed furniture. Then he saw a trail of blood on the floor. His gaze followed it, under the bed. The room went deadly silent. Wyan's breath hitched, her knees weakening as terror flooded her. No, she whispered, barely audible. Her father bent slightly, his expression turning cold, and reached for the bed. Her father's face hardened with rage. Guards! He shouted. The door burst open immediately. 4 armed men rushed in, guns raised. Mr. Mean's voice thundered through the room again, colder, deadlier. Pull him out, now! Wyan's voice chattered. She rushed forward, panic choking her voice. Dad, Dad, please listen to me, please. Slap. The sound echoed across the room. Wyan staggered back, her cheeks burning, her eyes wide with shock. Her father glared at her, eyes filled with disgust. You are my daughter, Wyan. What did I tell you, huh? His finger pointed accusingly at the blood-soaked dress. To kill the betrayers. And look at you, hugging him, covered in his blood. You are ashamed to my name. Something inside Wyan broke. Her lips trembled, but no sound came out. Her heart cracked in pieces. Behind her, 2 guards dragged Jungkook out from under the bed. They forced him upright, gripping his arms, but his body was limp. His head fell to the side, blood trailing from his wounds, eyes half closed. He looked nothing like a betrayer. He looked like who had already been destroyed. Jungkook, Wyan whispered, her voice barely a breath. Dad, he didn't betray me. He never cheated. He was drugged. He was raped, Dad. Her voice broke as she pointed towards Jungkook's barely conscious body. For a brief second, just a second, she hoped. But Mr. Mean's expressions didn't soften. It hardened. Raped? What is he, huh? A woman? Wyan flinched at the cruelty in his voice. A man who can't even protect himself. How will he protect you, Wyan? Dad, please. Mr. Mean stepped closer to Jungkook, looking down at him like he was nothing more than a dirt. I won't regret it, not even for a second if I kill him right now. Wyan's breath stopped. Her knees nearly gave out as the words stabbed straight through her heart. No, she cried. Jungkook stood at the sound, eyes fluttering, lips parting as if he wanted to say her name, but no sound came, and Wyan realized her father had already decided Jungkook's fate. Mr. Mean raised the gun. The metallic click echoed in the room, cold, final. Jungkook's half-lidded eyes lifted, and he smiled. Not in arrogance, not in mockery. It was tired, peaceful smile, the kind that said, I'm ready. That smile snapped something inside Mr. Mean. His fingers tightened on the trigger, and, No! Wyan screamed.